Put your hands up. That time I've been committing myself to every 3 months I will go and do something completely ridiculous. And what that means is something spiritual, something deep and growing, right? Something that at any point of time, my mind would say, no, it's a fuck no, no going in there. And so what I did is I did anything from samurai camp. I did a Zen master training. I've done 10 days in complete darkness without any food, no light in the middle of this cave. I did that 3 times actually. Into a module.
How was that?
I call it now BDM method, which is breath, dance, meditation. And that's kind of my immersive part of what I do. Yeah, I mean, it was the hardest part of my life, basically. I mean, when I decided that I'm gonna go and help people, that's when I completely became broke.
I know, I was there.
And so it's to me it's such an interesting dichotomy, because the one hand, like, to service, like, I would do this for free anytime. Like, that's it's the hardest thing. And me coming from a very successful entrepreneur and exiting out of many different companies, at first I had that wealth build up, so I didn't care for my energy and time spent. But when I start selling all of that off, and when things start not going so well because I wasn't paying attention to these businesses anymore, I didn't care for them. I was like all so into NOA AON and the whole movement. That's when I really start like, oh shit, I like have to also eat, I have to sleep. Like, those are things that are still part of it. And so that's really the last like 2 years. I literally had to reshape my relationship with money, reshape my acceptance to receive money, because that was a really interesting one. Like, I didn't feel like I was worthy enough to accept money for this type of work. And so a lot of rewiring, rebranding in your own brain.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, even up until today, so the way I've set it up is that I have a passive income from companies, and then I don't have to worry so much about how we structure these workshops and retreats. And then we do retreats that are very expensive. So we do series of very expensive stuff, and then we do series of almost free stuff, or completely at no cost to the people that cannot afford what we're doing. As sad as it was, I like literally had to look into my eyes, and state it out loud. Like, I did not feel like I was worthy of winning. I did not feel like I could receive this through this other form. And when I shifted that, and when I finalized and ended all of the relationships that were taking energy from me, whatever it was, from business or partner, and that's really been that cleanup. I cleaned that all up, and then I opened up to this new, or aligned to this new energy. And so clean up and then bring the new stuff in. And I created this thing called general awesomeness. And so that's the lifestyle that I teach in the retreats. And I literally call it general awesomeness, because I believe that everybody deserves to be awesome. I teach that there's 3 levels or layers of existence. It's the me, which is yourself or myself, where there's the body, the physical, the mind, the mental, the emotional, and then the spirit. Each of them are its own separate body. So the way I teach it is that each of them need their own food, each of them need their own work. And the third layer, or the third stage that I teach about, is the supra consciousness, and that's beyond Earth. That's what is this universe that we've been brought into, that at the end of the day, that dichotomy, how much of a say do we actually have when it comes to this big zoomed out scope of our life? So me, we, and be. And so I like this vision, where when you look at your soul, when you want to connect your spirit, right? In a psychic school, they teach you that you kind of bring all your intention from the base of your feet all the way through your body up here for about 8 inches above your head. And now think about your soul as an iceberg. When you see an iceberg, the tip of the iceberg, it's very small. right? Like all the way on top, versus the base of the iceberg is this vast, huge space. So that's your
Mhm.
spirit, that's your soul if you reverse it. So your physical body is the tip of the iceberg, and then the soul is that huge mass that's above you. And so now that whole realms, when people start really meditating, slowing things down, going into a breath work and really using these tools, they realize that none of the things that we're actually doing here at the end of the day matter. It's all about the essence and the state that we are integrating throughout any of these lessons. So the long story short, I mean, it's a complete reverse, and it's the saddest thing that I daily see, that people literally use spirituality as a self-help thing that I need when I am completely fucked up, instead of that is life. So why would I ever get fucked up if I can be within and fully integrated and connected, powerful being that everybody deserves to be?